Addiction is a mysterious and powerfully destructive phenomenon. When one is addicted to alcohol, drugs, or cigarettes, it is possible to abstain. But what if the substance one is addicted to is one that's essential to life, like food? How could one possibly abstain? And what sympathy could one expect from people who consider it as a natural, harmless product essential to life? Eating disorders are especially destructive to young people. And 3 mothers from Vancouver, distraught by the lack of services their children created, they created the Looking Glass Foundation and developed a residential program that is providing hope for many. Please welcome one of the graduates, Tasha Guenther.
Good evening. My name is Tasha Guenther, and I have a story to tell you tonight. I am a survivor and a recovering bulimic. My bulimia took over my functioning life in so much that I could not focus nor participate in the things that I would have liked to as a young woman. I did not eat in public places, nor accept invitations to events or dates. I did not travel, being too afraid of not having control over the food I would eat. I would not push a grocery cart or even hold food in my hand in fear of what others might think of me. I did not shop or try on clothes and did not get excited to buy my prom dress. I did not show up to university classes due to feeling too fat to attend. I slept on couches in my university buildings, being too afraid to go home to my dorm, fearing that others might know my secrets. I felt trapped and alone and often judged. It was a life ruled by fear. At times, I was an average girl, individual, and I wasn't being treated for an eating disorder. My appearance, my already biggest insecurity, became a requirement for the treatment I could find. Not being thin enough, or as I was told, sick enough, would often result in being turned away the help that I desperately needed. I felt weak because I could not find my self-control. My bulimia brought me to shame and hopelessness. But you may be shocked to know that this hopelessness was not due to food. In fact, eating disorders are not about food. I had an illness, and during this illness, I felt like I had an addiction that I used to try and control the things that I felt were out of my control. It was a battle every day for 6 years. But 2 years ago, I graduated from the Woodstone residential program provided by the Looking Glass Foundation for Eating Disorders. This government-funded residential facility offers day and night care for men and women ages 18 to 24. It was a place that saved my life. And as the Woodstone moves from Galliano Island into the old Ronald McDonald House on Angus Drive, it is a place I know will save others too. Bulimia was my coping mechanism to conflict and stress in my life. When I felt hurt or judged, I punished myself through binging, purging, and overexercising. Others might say that my eating disorder was my choice. I can tell you now that in my struggles, I did not have that choice. It truly was a disease. Now, armed with tools learned at the Woodstone, tools that shape my everyday decisions, I have learned and acted upon the skills of recovery and can choose for myself. This is what we need to tell the young men and women in need of help, that they live with a disease, but they too can learn tools and find support to make healthy choices and live a life that allows them to thrive. That we do not need to control every aspect of our lives, but that we are strong enough to accept what we can and do our best with what we can't. Let us speak out about these diseases that so many people are dying from. Let us speak out against what society teaches us is success. Let us be there for those who cannot bear to hide any longer, who cannot shoulder the expectations of this world alone. Let us reach out to them with resources and tools, care and love, and most importantly, ears, minds, and hearts that are free from judgment. It took me hitting rock bottom to refocus my mind and heart to the me I knew was always inside. By entering the Woodstone, I was able to silence the tormenting voices of the disorder. It took so much courage to face my everyday fears, but now today I have joy in sharing these things with you. I enjoy learning, being healthy, and get excited about the next day. I take joy in speaking, in singing, in volunteering, and even traveling. I can live my life without a dark voice over my own telling me who I need to be. This is me in Peru last week, living a life that I never thought I could have again. Now I can live my life without this dark voice, and I can do it just like you can do it. So let's get to the other side of eating disorders together as a community. Thank you.